Arn Hill, myself, Cole, Hugh and Rob. We're talking about soil compaction and how to avoid it. Soil compaction is a major issue for modern agriculture. Soil compaction is a major global issue and is associated with modern mechanical machinery. The use of heavy machinery and other modern agriculture approaches can have a significant impact on the soil and soil-based processes. Compaction can affect both the upper layer of soil, which is topsoil, and the soil to depth, which is subsoil. Soil compaction is a decrease in soil volume and porous due to stress on the soil. It can either be on the topsoil or subsoil.
Hugh, and I'm here to talk about causes of compaction. There are many causes of compaction, including poaching, which is when animals' hooves push the air out of the soil. Soil compaction is harder on some soils than others because of the particle size in the soil. Sand is a large particle size, whereas clay is small particle sizes. Another main factor is the tyres on the tractors and the width, which is, so if you have less air pressure in your tyre, the tyres will swab more and you will get less compaction. Also the weather, and if it's wet, don't go on the soils because surface water will sit on the surface and water is heavy, so it will compact the soil even further.
Hi, I'm Rob. I'm going to be talking about some of the main effects of compaction and a few ways to manage it. Some of the main effects of compaction are increased erosion of the soil, decreased infiltration of surface water through the topsoil, decreased water storage in soil, and reduced nitrogen uptake by the plants. As well as this, it is harder for the plants to establish a complex root system, so it's harder for them in the early stages of life, and also throughout all stages of growth, and it also affects the overall yield.
Heavy equipment can damage and reduce soil structure. The use of track instead of standard radial tyres will spread the load and reduce compaction.
As I explained earlier, soil compaction leads to a high reduction in water infiltration. This results in high levels of surface water on the soil. Also, through the gateway and the headlands, this is where the highest level of soil compaction occurs, because this has the highest amount of vehicular traffic.
Explained about tyres, I'm just going to go further into depth and talk about how you can spread the weight evenly. So as you can see, this is a single axle and the tyre is overly inflated. Really you want it to be decreased so it spreads the weight out evenly. If you look over there, that's a dual axle, and that's a better way for avoiding ruts and yeah. So if we move over here, you can see ruts are caused. This track is used day to day and is used to feed the pigs. As you can see, it's caused a lot of damage, and ruts, you can't grow nothing in ruts, nothing grows in them.
As you can see, they make the ground moist with urine and moisture. They also eat most of the vegetation, so there's no moisture being sucked out the ground. So they then have small hooves, as you can see, which are poaching up the ground. So as you can see, if you step here, the ground is pretty